All right, so due to absolutely atrocious planning on my part, I don't know if I'll be able to get through all 5 chapters of Joshua in this one sitting. There might be a part 2 needed, but yeah, so I'll do better about that in the future. I want to be able to go ahead and do it when I wake up in the morning, first thing, between 7:30 and 8 a.m. I want to be able to do it then, but there's some factors that might prevent that. So I'll see if I can get that sorted out. But keeping in with what I decided to set up, I'm going to go ahead and go over my thoughts from day 2's reading, which was Genesis chapters 1 through 3, and just share what I wrote down, and then we'll get into today's reading of Joshua chapters 1 through 5 in the King James Version of the Bible. All right, so as familiar as I am with the story of creation, 2 things jumped out that I've never thought about before. The first is that before sin came into play, not only did the humans not eat animals, but the animals were also herbivores as well. The Bible tells us that eating meat is not a sin. Still, I've always felt weird about it since the need slash desire to do so is a result of sin. Realizing even the animals weren't carnivorous before the fall of man makes it worse. Second thing that jumped out was when God was giving Eve her punishment, part of it was her husband shall rule over her. Considering how she was created, I thought God meant for that to be the case since she was essentially a gift to man, right? She was a gift to Adam. But how do you treat a gift? Like if you really like it, you treat it really well. And that, of course, changed when sin was introduced, right? So now we have the man ruling and patriarchy, and patriarchy is biblical, but it's problematic because of sin, which is also why it exists, right? So it's problematic and it's a result of sin. And sin is what makes it problematic. So, it's just, I think about patriarchy a lot as a woman, and how even though it's biblical, it's always just like so many problems that come from it. But it's all about just getting, having the right head, whether that leadership is your spouse or your pastor, but at the same time, like, you can't choose your father, so it's just some ego in the world that we have to deal with sometimes just because of our existence and living in a world of sin. All right, so those are my thoughts on Genesis chapters 1 through 3. Now getting into Joshua chapter 1. Now, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise, go over this Jordan, thou and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee nor forsake thee. Be strong and of a good courage, for unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. Then Joshua commanded the officers of the people, saying, pass through the host and command the people, saying, Prepare ye victuals, for within 3 days ye shall pass over this Jordan, to go in to possess the land, which the Lord your God giveth you to possess it. And to the Reubenites, and to the Gadites, and to half the tribe of Manasseh spake Joshua, saying, Remember the word which Moses the servant of the Lord commanded you, saying, The Lord your God hath given you rest, and hath given you this land. Your wives and your wives, your little ones, and your cattle shall remain in the land which Moses gave you on this side Jordan. But ye shall pass before your brethren, armed, all the mighty men of valor, and help them, until the Lord have given your brethren rest, as he hath given you, and they also have possessed the land which the Lord your God giveth them. Then ye shall return unto the land of your possession, and enjoy it, which Moses the Lord's servant gave you on this side Jordan toward the sun rising. And they answered Joshua, saying, All that thou commandest us we will do, and whithersoever thou sendest us we will go, according as we hearken unto Moses in all things, so will we hearken unto thee. Only the Lord thy God be with thee, as he was with Moses. Whosoever he be that doeth rebel against thy commandment, and will not hearken unto thy words, and all that thou commandest him, he shall be put to death. Only be strong and of a good courage. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop there, and part 2 will include chapters 2 through 5, which will of course be later on tonight.